Welcome to day 27 of our play along videos in our January challenge 2018, working on Ben's Funky Blues. I'm going to play for you from yesterday into today, so I'm starting this play along at bar 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. I'll do it a little bit slower now for you. Again, from yesterday, bar 15. Starting nice and loud, we drop down quietly and then crescendo to the end. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And do remember, I didn't do it very well then, do remember that your crescendo happens in both hands. So your left hand can really help lead that crescendo. Okay, one final time, again from yesterday, and a little bit slower again. So if you haven't yet, try this now, hands together. Remembering that yesterday I taught you in the support video an alternative left hand that you could do, which was an octave A with the E in the middle, and then down one to the G. So that is also an option there. Okay, I'll play the full one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Well done, super. Stick around now then, and I will go through today's learning at a steadier pace if you would like to. So let's look at bar 19. Do the left hand first. Our left hand is repeating yesterday's for 3 out of the 4 bars. So we're back to our A at the bass, A string, it's an A flat, but A, the octave leap up to this finger 3 on the A and C and G. And then down one to the G and do the pattern from there. G, B and F. Back to the A. And then our final bar is a little bit different, okay? So our final bar, we go to a B, or B flat down the bass. And then we're going to finger 4 on our black F and 2 on the D just above middle C, and thumb on the black F there. So we've got an octave F with our D, finger 2 on the D, just 1 above middle C there. Okay, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One is having these notes at the end being only a third apart for the first time in this section really lets us know that we're heading somewhere different tomorrow. But also, we can't play the B string just here because we've got our lever on and it's a B natural. It wouldn't work, it's really clashy. Doesn't fit with the chord at all. So that's why we need our F. So it's a B in the bass, and then we put our octave F with finger 2, just 1 above the C on the D. Okay, and it's good to think about it as an octave F so that you can try and open your hand to that shape without sort of going it's this and this and this, because that takes such a lot of time to do 1 and 2 and 3 actions, as opposed to opening up and being there in one smooth movement. Okay, so I'm going to play the left hand now in time. I'm going to go back to our bar 19, which is the beginning of today, and I'm going to play it through in time, and if you could join in, that would be super. Yeah, let's just do that as written for now, or you can do your simpler, and then I'll give you a simpler version of that final bar as well. But let's do it, if you can, as written. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 So we also want to make sure that we start quietly and we crescendo through. And it's great to practice that even when you're just doing the left hand, because that hand needs to do our crescendo as well. Okay, so let me show you an alternative version for this last bar, and then you can join in whichever version you're doing. So this alternative version for this last bar would be a B flat here with finger 4, a 2 on the F, and then it's a stretched out one of those, so your thumb would go to the D. Like that, okay? Again, we can't just do it as a straight one of those, the octave and the fifth, because we've got this B natural. But you can reach up to the D. Okay, so if you're doing our gentler version of our left hand, you would play the A octave with the E in the middle, take it down one to the G, back to the A, then you go to the B but stretch your thumb higher. Okay, so I'm going to play these through, these 4 bars, I'm going to play them through a couple of times so that you can join in with whichever pattern that you're comfortable with. So I'm going to start in bar 19, nice and steady, and I'm going to play it through twice, the whole section twice, so that you can join in with whichever one. And if you do fall off, just try and jump back in at the next bar or the next repetition. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 okay, and okay. And the first time through there, I didn't go to the B flat. I don't know if you heard, I went to another A, I think. So really keep track of your notes. Okay, bar 19 then, in our top hand, it starts the same as yesterday. We've got G, F, G, B, which we do 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then we're going to carry on as if it were yesterday with the 1, 2, 3 on the G, F, E, 3 notes in a row. But this time, instead of going back to the G, instead of doing that, we're going to go to the F. So you need to move your thumb to the black F. So we go G, F, E, F. Okay, so should we try that from the beginning of bar 19? The G, da, 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 dee, da, F to finish. Okay, so starting on a G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. Well done, good, okay. And then from there, the last 3 notes are just 3 in a row, E, F, G. And that's our end point for today. So let's put all of that together from the beginning of bar 19, from this G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. And notice our crescendo going in, okay? Right, I'm going to play these 4 bars through several times now, and I'd like you to join in with your tune over the top while I also do the bass. And then maybe you could try it with both hands together, at least give it a go, or just the other hand, whichever you feel comfortable with, but I want to give you that chance to play along to it. So I'm going to start at bar 19, but I'll repeat these bars round a few times. So here we go. I've got an A in the bass with my 4th finger, and my right hand is on the G up here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Good effort. You're doing brilliantly. Keep at it. Keep putting it back into context of what you've done as well so far. don't lose the learning that we've done on previous days, and enjoy it. You're doing great. Well done.